3v3 Arena of Ashes blue team. First up we have Ace of Swords plays a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and disruption. Fights in melee combat. Alongside for this blue Chaos team is Tyger, plays a Plague Champion, starts out range combat. This damage over time bolter can get melee weapons, good versatility and utility, can build turrets and repair, but is slow. And rounding off the Chaos team is Noisy, plays a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander with a bunch of spells to manipulate and annoy you, using the Death Guard scheme, strangely enough, with a Chaos Sorcerer, but there you go. Red team, we have the Space Marine team. First up is Gpipe, plays a Blood Ravens Force commander. Great offense, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Fights in melee combat alongside Dark Riku with his trusty Apothecary, support commander that fights in melee combat by default. Begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. And rounded out the red Space Marine team is Illethor, plays a Techmarine, starts out range combat with his bolter, good DPS, can get a melee weapon and hurt vehicles pretty badly, can build structures as well and repair. And he's in a shooting fight with the Plague Champion, who's behind cover. Now he turns his attention to this Apothecary. Are we going to see a turret and or beacon from Illithor's Techmarine at bottom? Can be very powerful at the bottom of Arena of Ashes or Typhon Arena. Essentially the same map, of course. Heretics in retreat for Tyger, being very sneaky. And what is going on here? Chaos Lord under some Corn Worship, getting stuck, and is going to decap when he forces off these scouts. But Space Marines doing well bottom. Tactical Marines capping, no they aren't. Gives up the cap to help out the Apothecary, and now caps. And he's hitting power with Flamer Tactical Marines. This is Dark Riku in fact. Flamer's very good versus light infantry, garrisons, units in cover and structures. Losing a model though, ouch. Noisy happy with that. He has Grenade Launcher Heretics and some Chaos Space Marines. Often plays triple Heretics into CSM and Havocs, but not today it seems. Ace of Swords with some Havocs at top though. Heavy Bolter. These guys will suppress targets, but they need to set up and have a limited firing arc. All three Space Marine players with a Tactical Marine squad on the field. 499, 471. CSM need to get behind cover. That's a heavy cover object. Chaos Sorcerer prowling around. Did he just consume a heretic? No he didn't. There's still 8 models. There's some Nurgle worship from Tyger, and he's putting up a heavy bolter turret, and Illethor is putting up a tarantula turret. Basically the same thing, but a tarantula turret has a more narrow firing arc, narrower firing arc, but I think does more damage and suppresses quicker, whereas the heavy bolter has a wider firing arc and doesn't suppress or damage as quickly. I think that's right. Certainly does have a wider firing arc in a way, and from my experience doesn't do quite as much damage. Not a big fan of the Plague Champion's turret myself. I think Relic should have given him something else rather than just another turret. 484, 471. Space Marines and Apothecary abandoning bottom. He's going to try and flank around and hit that central power, I think. But look at this. Vile Spear Plague Champion making short work of those generators. Illethor coming in with a Techmarine and tying him up in melee combat. The Plague Champion actually has pretty pathetic melee damage when he doesn't have a melee weapon, unlike the Techmarine, who does a reasonable job at tying things up. 484, 471 Raptors on the field for Noisy. Jump troops that suppress targets when they land, suppressing those scouts there. Fighting melee combat with box pistols and chainsaws, but look at the damage from that tarantula turret. Ouch. Turrets, much like setup teams with suppression weapons, do more damage the closer you get, and that was nasty. 484, 471. They do have a minimum range though, so you can attack them in melee combat. Double heretics on these tactical marines. That is nasty. Riku not spotting it quickly enough and does lose a model. That's going to annoy him. 484, 471. Assault Marines forcing off these Havocs. These are Tigers. He has double heretics into Havocs with CSM in there too. Eternal War up for his Chaos Space Marines gives him a 20% damage increase. Oh, this is Word Bearers recolored white. Looks pretty neat. Word Bearers DLC, that is. Ace of Swords putting pressure on with this Havoc squad, or at least he's going to try to. Scouts are capping his VP. Pawn will not be pleased. 473, 471. VP is very even as the players start to trickle into tier 2. Nice retreat grenade from, who was it? Illethor. Assault Marines jumping on Heretics with grenade launchers. Heretics with grenade launchers pretty much lose all of their melee effectiveness to no longer Doom Blast, saved though by Raptors, and the Assault Marines jump out. Are they going to retreat? Nope, they're going after the Sorcerer. Doesn't have any war gear. That Bile Spear passively reducing the speed and damage by 20%, which is pretty awesome. 451, 471. Now we're going to see a power harass. Apothecary going straight after the Plague Champion, doesn't want him firing that Bile Spear. 451, 469, heavy bolter devastators. No sign of a teleporter relay beacon then from Illethor. Maybe we'll see it in tier 2. 451, 463, and no sign of blue team trying to flank around and hit that turret. Happy to play around it so far. Raptors jumping out, lost the model. Chaos Sorcerer, is he going to get away? No, he's not. Retreats right through. The heavy bolter firing up, and that turret of course is there. Retreat grenade attempted, didn't really put it off. Heretics hanging out for Tyger, and look at the pressure from Ace of Swords as both of the natural victory points. Aspiring champion Heretics trying to finish off those Assault Marines, and almost did. And there you see Harness of Rage for the Chaos Lord. Increasing melee damage by 10%, increasing health, and he grants him energy every time he lands a melee hit, which is why he has this Dark Halo. Feeds energy into it with the Harness of Rage. Probably gonna get Lightning Claws to finish that build. You want a quick attacking weapon to feed the energy for your Dark Halo. Expensive though, Lightning Claws at 200 rec, 50 power. Is it going to be worth it for him to spend that much? He could purchase it now and he's not. So I'm guessing he's waiting for something else. Double Doom Blast on retreat, ouch. Doom Blast is awesome on retreat. Devastator is setting up. Assault Marines get their Sergeant for Riku. Tactical Marines on their way to level 2, and look at this, we have some Marco Zinch Chaos Space Marines for Tyger. Gives them Inferno Bolts, there you see them. Very good damage to all infantry targets. 451, 351 with bonus damage to heavy infantry, which is what these Marines are wearing. Sorcerer is still down. Nobody has managed to get rid of their opponent's turrets yet. Double Tactical Marines for Gpipe with Assault Marines as well. Here comes the Chaos Lord. He's not scared to take them all on. He's going to hold up his entire army of Gpipe now. Havoc supporting him. Power Fist Force Commander though, making short work of that Dark Halo, but now he's suppressed. This is really good harassment and a hold up play from Ace of Swords. The Havocs in this engagement making all the difference. Would have been forced off way earlier and in fact might go down. 451, 301. Of course, one of the teleports in and finishes him off with that Power Fist. Heretics backing away now. And we might see a power harass from Gpipe, maybe. Does he have a flamer? No. 2 tac squads and no flamer. Is anybody going to cap this VP? 451, 275, still a double for blue. Space Marines are way behind in VPs, almost 200 behind. Plague Marines on the field for Noisy. Awesome unit. 2,000 hit points and have a snaring missile launcher. Wow, that was a crazy Doom Bolts taking out 2 Marines. Blood Crusher almost finishes them off. Here comes Gpipe helping out the bottom. Teleporting into Havocs with that Power Fist. Not going after the Blood Crusher for some reason. Melter Bomb can't be used. It might have been used already, but now he doesn't have the energy to use it. Mark of Pawn Chaos Space Marines for Noisy. Now he is going after the Blood Crusher, or at least trying to. 451, 215. There was some Nurgle worship. greatly benefiting that Blood Crusher, but here's a Dreadnought now for Illethor. There's a Dark Flames. Doing really good damage to that turret. Is it going to take it down? Wow. Did not know Dark Flames did that well versus turrets. But the Plasma Cannon takes out the Chaos turret. Noisy. A nice idea trying to put the Demonic Shield on the turret to protect it. Not going to help you versus a Plasma Cannon hit though. Tactical Marines now with a missile launcher from Dark Riku hitting gens. 451, 177. That was a good engagement for the Space Marines, but can they turn this into some map control? Scouts capping a natural auto, stops capping. Here comes a Dreadnought and a Chaos Lord with Lightning Claws. Good grief, 100 DPS, power melee, up to 110 DPS I suppose with Harness of Rage. He's still level 1 though. Space Marines have bottom. Has he invested too much in his Chaos Lord there? He does have a Chaos Dreadnought, so could get Marco Siege if he needs to counter a vehicle, which is good. 451, 176. And I think he's going to try and push power. No. Plague Marine thought about it. There's some Corn Worship. Boosting the speed of all of Ace of Swords stuff, even affects vehicles that worship. And there's a jump on the Havocs. Now red team are going to push through. Have a Dreadnought here, which is a great line breaker. 451, 164. Tyger with the Chaos Dreadnought. Dreadnoughts everywhere. Chaos Lord in retreat. He did cap the VP though. There's the 2-1 for blue. And a huge VP advantage for them. Space Marines struggling for VPs. They have the bottom one. Doesn't look like blue are going to push against it anytime soon. We have a Master Crafted Bolter up for the Apothecary as well. Fully kitted out. Armor of Purity and improved medical equipment, which means it can throw out heals pretty much whenever it's off cooldown. 451, 145. Merciless Strike on the Mark of Corn Chaos Space Marines, but Raptors are also there. There's a Doom Bolts. Now they're trying to chase down this Apothecary. There's a Plasma Gun overcharge from Illethor. Crazy damage to heavy infantry, and he's going for Signum. That's going to be nice. Might be able to use it on this Chaos Dreadnought. In fact, Blood Crusher is still around for Tyger, and he has some Plague Marines of his own. 445, 143, and Gpipe pushing back across the top. Decapped, and these CSM are not capping. There we go. Tier 3 for Noisy, the first to go. Whirlwind is up for Riku. Was buffed in 2.2. Those missiles now shoot faster through the air. And also has the Hunter Killer missile, of course, so it can help you versus vehicles. Plague Marines though getting shots on this Space Marine Dreadnought, and the auto cannon of the Chaos Dreadnought pitching in as well. Whirlwind disrupts the missile launcher model, which helped out the Dreadnought, but it does get another shot. 438, 133, 2 cap for blue. Space Marine Dreadnought does get away, taking shots now is the Chaos Dreadnought from missile launcher. Plasma Cannon hit as well, boom. And that might be the difference. That might take this thing down. Down goes the Blood Crusher, and this Chaos Dreadnought, I think he's also going to go down. No! Mark of Corn CSM coming in to tie up his Tactical Marines, and it lives. Sorcerer needs to run away, or does it? Gpipe coming in out of nowhere and takes it down with a Melter Bomb and takes down the Sorcerer. That is awesome. Awesome flank from Gpipe. I didn't even know it was coming in, so blue team certainly didn't know. 438, 120. Wow. Absolute ownage from Gpipe. There's level 2 Tactical Marines, level 2 Assault Squad, level 3 Force Commander now. Has Armor of Alacrity, boosting his speed and gives him Sprint. 438, 120 now backing power. Heretic's going to decap. Red team's natural up there. Ace of Swords. Chaos Dreadnought is doing what? Going top. Shooting up a node. Chaos Lord is still level 1. Has he been able to put these claws to use yet? Down goes the node. Now it's a 2-1 for red. Now it's a 1-1. Going to be a 2-1 for blue, I think. Gpipe is going to make his way up top, I suppose. There's that Dreadnought. Can he teleport in and Flesh Rover steal it? There's the Melter Bomb. This might be a dead Dreadnought. And look at that, the Havoc's coming into play again and saving it with that suppression. Nicely done. Harness of Rage incidentally also grants energy to surrounding squads when he hits in melee combat, which can make a difference in some engagements if you're alongside an Apothecary or something who needs energy to throw out a heal. But this Illethor with double Dreadnoughts can support these guys with the blessing of the Omnisire Global, which repairs all allied vehicles on the map. 424-105, Scouts leveling up to 3 and backing off. Can his Tactical Marines finish this cap? These guys cap 50% faster than normal. Here comes that Lightning Claw damage. Can he get a model? He can get a model. Still level 1 though. 424-101. Is he going to level up in this game? Red team with an excellent push through mid there. Now Riku chasing down some CSM. There's a Doom Bolts. Doesn't really hit anything. Some nice whirlwind play, keeping it at its maximum range. Raptors jumping in. There is Angels of Death. Global ability of the Apothecary gives all of his infantry 50% damage reduction and makes him immune to knockback. 50% damage resistance, I should say. Doesn't reduce the damage they do. 424-67, double cap for blue. Is this the end for red team? There's the 2-1. Look at the destruction from this whirlwind. 424-61. Chaos Dreadnought getting those auto cannon shots in. The Sorcerers get away without model loss. That was pretty lucky. Just over 400 hit points across 4 models. Instant sync kill from the Force Commander. Power Fist to your groin. 421-61. Red team now have the 2-1 themselves. Double Dreadnoughts bottom alongside Tactical Marines and a Techmarine who's getting his refractor field, a very efficient energy shield. 413-61. Scouts capping up. We might get a triple cap here for red. Blue team, what are they up to? Double Plague Marines for Tyger. This thing needs to get Marcos each and come bottom and help out, I think, with those Dreadnoughts. He'll concede the top for a while, but I think he needs to do it. They're going to struggle against double Dreadnoughts with Riku's Assault Marines jumping around and tying things up. And also this disruption from the Plasma Cannon and Whirlwind. Going to make it hard for those Plague Marines to get shots in. We have a Plague Fist, Plague Champion with Armor of Pestilence. He's still level 1 though. 374-61. Plasma Cannon getting lots of shots in, knocking back that Plague Champion. There is marked target on the Raptors. Wow. They got absolutely melted. 359-61. That is crazy. Also makes the Techmarine's weapons better, as you can see there. Increased range and increased damage. Big heal from the Apothecary. Level 5 heal there on the Techmarine. 350-61. Plasma Cannon is doing awesomely well. There's 2 of them. 346-61. I'm not sure if Chaos can push against this. What's going on top? This is going to be an important engagement top. Who can win this and go on to cap the natural? 338-61. Those Lightning Claws coming into play. Taken out on Assault Marine. It is level 2. Melter Bomb on the Dreadnought. Red team holding bottom as expected. Those double Plasma Cannons are nasty. Do they need Bloodletters or what? 326-61. What they need... Oh, Tyger doesn't have Heretics. If he had Heretics, give them an Aspiring Champion, try to throw them in amongst those Plasma Devastators and use Touch of Noggle. Look at this, Chaos Terminators with Lightning Claws for Ace of Swords up against these Space Marine Terminators who only have Power Fists to fight in melee with. Powerful weapons, but they hit slowly, and these Lightning Claws are pretty much designed to rip through heavily armoured infantry, splash damage, power melee, and now the chase is on. Terminators cannot retreat, and they just used their teleport, so they're basically, this is it. They need to just run away and see if they can make it, or do they? There is Gate of Infinity from the Psychic Hood of the Librarian, saving them. That is something you can't do as Chaos Space Marines unless you have the Sorcerer around to warp you out. 289, 61. Plasma Cannon still being incredibly annoying. What are they going to do? There's a Blight Grenade. Was not expecting that from Tyger. I thought he'd just run in there with Icon of Nurgle or something. 277, 61, and yeah, Apothecary just healed through it. 273, 61. These plasma cannons are so annoying. There is the Raptor jump. Wow, another shot. And look at it, instant disruption now from the Whirlwind. Raptors with an aspiring champion gives them a Lightning Claw model with power melee, 40 DPS. And the double plasma cannons finally forced off. Plague Marines trying to cap, but these guys are down to 2 models. 268, 61. There's full auto from the Apothecary. Well, they pushed through, but they couldn't cap. Noisy now getting a Land Raider Phobos. This should be interesting. Chaos are going to cap both the naturals, I think. Mark of Pawn CSM up here from Noisy. So blue team are not just banging their head against a brick wall at bottom, they are branching out and covering the map. But look at this, Dark Riku bringing a Land Raider Redeemer top. Wow. Soup unit for Space Marines, basically on mobile base with some serious close range firepower. Double Dreadnought still kicking for Illethor. Multi-melter level 4 with a multi-melter. Good grief, how much damage is this thing doing? This guy level 2 wears Dark Age of Technology. Chaos Lord is down, 268, 39. We have Terminators with an Assault Cannon. Down goes that Chaos Sorcerer Melter. And Flesh over Steel. This Dreadnought is done for. Power Fist now chasing it. Bam. That is a terrible engagement for the Space Marines. Heretics get away just about. 9 hit points, 2 hit points, 1. Bolt Pistols finish them off. No, they get away with 1 hit point. Red team will now take blue's natural. Wow, what's going on here though? Red team do retain bottom. Plasma Cannon might go down. Needs to run away. Really needs to run away. 257, 39. And does. 11 hit points remaining. Just about gets away there. Plague Marines are trying to cap. Blue team are just spread too thin. Red team have huge armies able to cover the map with good forces. And they're going to take both naturals and get a triple cap, I think. Yes, there it is. 229, 39. Can they hold on now? Chaos just had and are still having a lot of issues dealing with those double plasma cannons. They're off the field at the moment back at base. But man, that was nasty. Like 2 or 3 engagements where they just couldn't push through them. The Phobos is up, and it's top using Dirgecaster, trying to take on these double dreadnoughts. This thing has twin link las cannons on both sponsons, does a truckload of anti-vehicle damage from range. You need to keep it behind your army though. Plague Marines also getting shots. Chaos Terminators with Lightning Claws backing away. The Phobos does not grant any support. But you did see that awesome Dirgecaster there. 169, 39, triple cap still for red. Can blue team take a natural back at least? Still kicking off bottom. Plague Jumper is going to go down and retreat with a marked target on him. Really surprising to see him try and use Blight Grenades against Space Marines at this point in the game. 142, 39, Phobos having a little hop and a skip. Double missile attacks shooting up. Can they cap this? Phobos is causing some issues, preventing the Sorcerer from capping. There we go. Double attacks running away. Force Wonder running away. Can they push across the top here and stop this triple cap bleed? There's an orbital. Uh-oh. Very, very nicely done. 98, 39. Big booms. Plague Marine exploded there, which probably saved a bunch of stuff. That was painful. Bottom is very, very red. Apothecary, Whirlwind. Some scouts, some tactical marines, that plasma cannon. Plague champion is down, 76-39. Looks like this is very much red teams to lose now. Chaos Lord is back on his feet, going after Librarian with his lightning claws. Librarian does a reasonable amount of damage in melee combat. Power melee as well with that force sword that he has. Now going after these assault marines. Level 4 assault squad though, tanking damage there and jumping away. Dreadnought for Illethor has kept both of these dreadnoughts alive, which has been a huge deal. Level 3 and level 4. Plague Marines forced off 54-39. A valiant push from the Chaos players against Red Team's natural with the Phobos protected by the demonic shield. Plague Marines. Chaos Sorcerer level 2. He does have Tome of Subjugation, so could take control of Gpipe's Terminators, who are coming top now. Or maybe some missile attacks to shoot up their own Phobos. Unfortunately can't take control of Dreadnoughts. 37-39 two-ton cap for Red Team. They are holding on. Can they take down this Land Raider Redeemer? Chaos Terminators are trying to decap, but what is this? Sneaky Force Commanders decapping a natural. 28-39. They decapped it, but the Force Commander also decaps, and now it's a single. And something's being pulled down. That is Terminators for Illethor. 20-39 Dirgecaster saves the Phobos for now, but down it goes. 16-39 as a single cap for Red, and they are going to take this off this epic engagement. Blue Team really did go all in to push their VP, but looks like it's not going to be enough. They just lost too much in mid-game. Ace of Swords had a couple of really bad engagements, and they also had a couple of really bad engagements trying to push that VP, and there is the victory. Wow. Good grief. Let's have a look at the commanders. Ace of Swords is level 2. I only got to level 2 after all of that death. Plague Champion also only level 2 and down. Really should have got Icon of Noggle, I think. Noisy's Chaos Sorcerer level 3, just about alive. Knocked through the air by something. Gpipe's Force Commander level 6 did well with that Power Fist. Apothecary level 8 for Dark Riku. That heal must have been awesome. And Techmarine level 7 from Illethor, a very cautious and solid game from him with those double dreadnoughts. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this match, and I'll see you next time.